Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Simply Colorful FiberCast. Today's date is November 16th, 2018. My name is Lynn and I'm your host. Welcome. I'm so glad you could join me. We're just going to do some sewing. So grab a project and let's get started. I've been busy with my Dancing Squares quilts. Last week, we made the inside of that one. And at the charity quilt-a-thon, last Saturday, I made that one. And now I have a third one. The kit's all cut out for me that I have to make. So I thought I would just keep motoring on that and invite you to send me pictures of what you're working on to lynn@simplycolorful.com. I share them with everyone else here, and we just inspire each other to do something fun together on a Friday night. For me, it's a Friday night here in New England, in snowy New England. We had some snow overnight. I hope where you are, you're warm. I know Kawartha up in Canada, you had some good snow last night. And lots of you around the country have had snow. So, aren't these pretty? Let's see if I have 6 of these. These are 4-inch strips. And then I have 6 of these. Very modern. I like it. Isn't that fun? I also, if we don't feel like doing this, if I get through a few and I think that's kind of boring, I also need to make a dress and apron for my final Raggedy Ann. So I might do that instead. Hello. Okay. So I have my machine. I have it threaded with some gray. One thing I've discovered, I do love this pattern. It's very dramatic and certainly is fun to look at with the squares pointed. What happens is the squares around the edge get cut off. So what I mean is right along here, there's not enough built in for a 1/4 inch seam. So the square gets cut off here. You can see it over here. That's a good 1/2 inch that gets cut off. But it's still, did you see I used my extra pieces here? I cut those in half and I used that as a binding. It was fun. Whoops, I'm gonna drop something. There we go. Oh, and what fun we had at our quilting event last Saturday. We went over to Becky's studio. And our goal is to make 20 of these, and I think I'm not sure if she's counting this one, but I think we've got 15 on its way of being made, so that's good. And this is going to children here in Massachusetts who don't have parents. Some of them are quite young, some of them are teenagers. So this is going to be kind of lots of long strips of sewing. I do have a couple of quilts to share with you and show you that we did this week. So Becca, I love to hear that you are en route somewhere, towing a piano no less. I love that story. Becca is leaving Columbus, Georgia, and she is en route up north. Can you imagine such fortitude to go toward the storm rather than away from the snow? So hello, and your quilt is on its way. In fact, why don't I get it right now? It was so fun. We discovered a good new pantograph from Wasatch Quilting called Hearts Edge to Edge from 2017, and it is so cute. So let's see if I show this, if you can see it. It may not work. Again, it's Hearts Edge to Edge, E2E by Wasatch Quilting from 2017. It's really cute, and we did it very tight. So this is a Simply Colorful Mystery Quilt. It was actually the Color Wheels Square Dance Quilt. And I think Becca even showed us this last week or the week before. But it arrived, we quilted it up, and it's on its way back to Georgia. And I wanted to tell everyone that after Thanksgiving, there are 3 weeks when I have some time to do some quilting. So if you have last minute Christmas gifts and you want to just finish them up, send them to me. I can machine quilt them. I just wanted you to know I have a little bit of extra time there. So, and I know it can be a crunch. And I would love to help. Let me make sure to get our iron going. I also have decided on a new scrap quilt I want to make, a leader ender. And, oh, you should have seen me doing this. Do you see this? I needed a new roll, and I had the roll, the paper roll. I love this for picking up lint and threads. Ooh, and it may be too old, though. It didn't fit on my wand, so I jammed it in there. It's not pretty. It doesn't roll, and it may be a disaster. But you should have seen me with the hammer and the clamp smushing down the edge of this so that it would fit up into this roll. And look at this. I can't even get the roll paper off. Huh. And I have lots of threads over here. It's very sticky. I found another little one. Here we go. Hopefully. And there we go. See, it doesn't even roll. Okay, so we're ready for this. I want to show you this color. It'll be fun. It's starting to feel like Thanksgiving, isn't it? I'm excited. I'm going to pick up our supplies for the pies this weekend. I think we'll make a lemon meringue, of course. We always make a lemon meringue. A pecan. I think we talked about this in past years. You say pecan or pecan. The nieces and nephews will bring an apple pie. Isn't that pretty? And what other kind of pies will we make? I saw a cranberry curd pie. You made it with hazelnuts in the crust. Didn't that sound good? And then just like lemon curd, you made a curd, but with cranberry. Hopefully it's not too tart. But I'm sure if you put enough sugar, it'd be delicious. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew all 6 of these together, and then I'm going to move over to my doll making. That way we don't just sew seams all night. Give us some variety. We started this show 5 years ago, and it's all in an effort to make time for sewing and give ourselves a creative release or something that we could meet new people with. And it's worked out great. It's amazing what you can get done in 60 minutes. It really is. So this will be, after I do this, we'll be halfway there. Oh, it was so good to see everyone at the charity quilt-a-thon. Kathleen, if you're out there, hello. You made me laugh. And hello, Lima and Nancy and Becky and Diane and Yvonne. There's a third one. Ooh, I want to show you a quilt square that I made this week too. Speaking of Nancy. So the Guild, the programs committee led by Jean and Kelsey and probably some others I'm forgetting, they're doing a B block of the month. And what that means is any of us who signed up will have a month throughout the Guild year, and we get to pick a block that everyone else in the B will make. So 1 month, it's Nancy's month, and she's the queen bee. So she had us make the Arizona block, and I'm going to show that to you in a minute. And we all give it to her, and then she makes a quilt. I think my block, I've not decided what my block is, and it's not until after the new year. But let me show. It was so fun, and it's kind of like a skill builder. It's made to think you think. Hi, Carol. Carol says, sorry I'm late. Cam just got home. So nice to see you. Hi. Hi to Cam. Hi to Dean. We're talking about the B block of the month. Here is Arizona. Isn't that fun? And the reason this was really cool because we were instructed to use a medium print. She told us it was going to be blue and white, to use the white Kona for background and then pick our scrappy blues. And she told us what values. In fact, the middle is probably a little bit too dark, but she said for these corners, make that a very dark value and then the rest medium. And it was really fun and it's striking, I think. So that was fun. Called Arizona. Oh, I just saw another. I should put this on. Another text. Carol says, it's so nice to have Cam home. Oh, I bet it is. She says, I'm finishing up a quilt top and then we'll start a larger version of the same pattern. Ooh, hope to fill the long arm quilting void. Insert smiley face. Carol O. Oh, very funny. KB, hi. KB says, I'm here. I was afraid I was going to miss you, she said. The power was off for an hour or so. Oh, no. She says, all good now. We got the driveway shoveled. Remember, KB is in Pennsylvania. And the car's up today. I wanted to leave them till spring, but Bob said we had to be grown-ups and take care of it. That's great. Well, he is almost the big 5-0. Don't we know that? So he's growing up. Aw. Speaking of power off for an hour, I'm glad it's back on. Man, it stinks. And you don't, increasingly we rely on our power, right? So at this morning's session that I'll tell you all about, I did it. One of the questions came from a woman. I guess I should give some context, but she talked about resiliency, resilient government, and how are we going to prepare for that inevitable time when something major happens. And I don't want to scare anyone, but to the electric grid or whatever, we won't have access to our phones. How are we going to make sure that we can continue to power them? And it may be more of these Generac generators that are popping up as one partial solution. Solar, Mom and I were talking about solar. Solar definitely, we're going to, I think, see more of that capability. We see it in developing worlds already, right? Solar powered on the roofs. Just little solar powered cells can fuel a PC in an African country or wherever. Anyway, I'm glad your power's back on. That's excellent. In fact, KB, can I tell people about your Prius? Speaking of batteries and electricity, it all flows together. And snow. So I don't know how many folks out there drive a Prius or a hybrid or an electric car, but my sister is one of them. She has a lovely Prius. And she's had it for what, 5 years? That thing is notoriously not very good in the snow. That's all I'm going to say about that. And last night, the plows were waiting to come out where my sister lives. So that Prius, it took a lot of shoveling to get it home into the driveway. Bob and I were feeling sorry for you guys having to do that shoveling. Of course, my answer was to spend my sister's money and tell her to trade it in and get something else. Her solution, because of course it would be her money spending it, she said she'll work from home, which I thought was brilliant. I just heard a click. Oh, KB says, I love my Prius. That's great. I do too. It's wonderful. Yep. Okay, one more. I guess I need to do both of these. I think I'm going to buy myself or make myself some starch this weekend. I don't have any vodka in the house though, so I may have to look up a recipe. Or problem is when I've bought Best Press before and that leaked and became sticky. So I didn't like that at all. It worked great and it smelled great at first, but then like I say, the bottle dripped over the edge and it just was sticky and it just made a mess. Then the traditional Niagara spray starch, actually, let's see, I might have some right here. Hi. It spittles, so it's not a good, but maybe I'll try that. It spittles, you know what I mean? By spittles, it doesn't come out nice and smooth. It gets all caked in there. Okay, shake it up. And I never know how much to put on. But man, some of you do such a nice job with your quilts. They are pristine when they arrive here. Oh, it smells so good. It makes all the difference. La, 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 la. Let's try doing the back here. Let's see. I love this ironing board. Thank you, Joyce. Oh, and our plans are set for Missouri. Now's the time. If anyone wants to go to Missouri in January, sign up. Look at how nice and flat that is. I learned a new trick. Woo! Wow. I may have to do more of that. What did KB say? Ah, she says she shouldn't have been out in the snow with her Prius. Well, sometimes you have to, though. But I hear you. It's like me going to Waltham in the snow today. Thankfully, it was raining by the time I got on the highway. And there was a jackknife trailer truck, but it was west of me on the pike, so I didn't get stopped on that. This will be our last strip for tonight. I have a couple of books to share with you, actually, that Becca sent me. So that's another thing. And now that I've learned how to starch, I think we're going to have to do that. Which way am I? I guess I keep doing it. I need to be consistent. What am I doing? But which way am I ironing these? Let's see. That is toward the blue. Okay, good. That's toward the blue. That's toward the blue. Uh-oh. This one needs to be fixed, as does this one. Okay. So we need to go toward the blue. Okay. It's over. Give ourselves a little starch. Works nicely. Okay. There's that one. I really just wanted you to see how these dancing square quilts can come out. We're going to have to get into the Christmas spirit next Friday night, aren't we? We'll do something blue and green. Okay. There's that. See, this is really crinkly. Can you see how wrinkly that is? I don't know if you can. This one definitely needs... Sizzle, sizzle. Wow, it really works. Yeah. You can write home to mom. Yeah, mom. Or dad. Or your sister or your brother or your children. Yeah, I watched someone iron on YouTube tonight. And I love that you joined me. We have such a good community, don't we? Sue, how is your quilt coming? And Anne and Carol. They're going to stand up on their own. They're going to be so stiff. Okay. Much better. 2. One more toward the blue. Maybe. I don't have too much to update everyone on. So send me pictures of what you're working on. There we go. There's 3. See, it's dribbling. There. That one we already did. Let's give this one a starch, and then we will move on to Raggedy Ann's dress. Okay, so there we go. That's a good accomplishment, and we'll make those into another quilt. Okay, now let's look at our Raggedy Ann pattern. Oh, before we do that though, let's see who's out there. want to say hi to you. Who's out there? Oh, Ding. Hi, Ding. Maureen writes from Pennsylvania. She says, I'm glad to catch the show. She's just relaxing tonight. Too much shoveling. Oh, my. Over 12 inches yesterday. Maureen in PA. Oh, I feel your pain. I'm sorry about that. Did yours turn to rain? Ours definitely became slushy and rainy, and now it's frozen. But I'm glad you got yours done, and I'm glad you're out there. Mary, hello. Well, hello, oh my goodness. Mary says, I've been watching your videos for a while, and one night one of your viewers showed the Jane's Joy cross-stitch pattern. She says, I had to order it and have finished stitching it. I just need to get it framed. Oh, that's amazing. I remember that. Look at that. I love this alternative. Oh, thank you for sharing that. So nice to hear from you. And so glad that you were inspired to do that. I love it. Ah, let me see is it the same pattern as it might be. Those are wonderful. Ah. Oh, and Carol. Carol over yonder, she titles this Quilt Wrestling. She says, hi, Lynn and Fibercasters. I hope you've all had a good week. She says, I've been working on quilting my Floral Stars quilt all week. Even if I only had time to quilt a single star, that's the way to do it. One star at a time, right? 5 minutes here, 2 minutes there. She says, I still have a little bit to do, but it's the last of my planned Christmas quilt presents. Good for you. And she says, but I may do a few smaller presents. Yours, Carol, in Yorkshire, England. Oh, look at that. How puffy and delightful that looks. The recipient is a lucky person. Quilt wrangling, wrestling. So true. Woohoo! Katie. Hi, Katie. We can find all kinds of things to pet. Oh, sweet. Okay. Who else? Becca. She says, so again, I want to say hi to Becca. She says, we're taking my piano in a rented U-Haul trailer pulled by her SUV to her brother-in-law and family. Wow. Wow. She's packed her turtlenecks and sweaters, so she'll hopefully stay warm. I'm so glad you're out there. Speaking of Becca, look at what she gifted me. So this is Make Your Own Old-Fashioned Cloth Doll by Claire Bryant. Bryant was my maiden name. Isn't that interesting? Look at these. And what I love about this is the patterns are full size and they look so fun. Like a heart pocket, a bonnet. Let's see if we can find her, the girl, and we'll see how big she is. There she is. So she's fairly good sized. Let's see if it says exactly how big she is. Oh, I love this one. Look at her. She's got her washout. They're having a sleepover. They're all in their nightgowns. That's us after a day of quilting at Missouri Star. Huh. It's true. By the way, I got a new, not an overcoat. Oh, this is terrible. A new, not a nightgown. What do you put over a nightgown? Oh, I tell you, it's terrible to get old. Okay, painting with a doll. Aw, to Lynn from Becca. I love this. Lady Claire. Okay, so this is the woman who made it. I was brought up in a family of women who loved to sew. So I suppose it was only natural that I learned how at a very early age. I can remember taking a bag of scraps and a little straw sewing basket out to the porch on a summer day and fashioning all kinds of glorious outfits for my dollies. Aw. My mom and grandma made most of our clothes, so we had lots of scraps to use. I would tie a long piece of fabric or lace around a doll's waist with a string and make that doll the queen and the fabric trailing behind her, her train. Pipe cleaners were bent into crowns, and the little wires that held the top of the milk bottle, how long ago that was, could be bent into great eyeglasses. Oh, the wires that held the top of milk bottles, those could be made into the glasses. Ah, she goes on. Oh, how fun. What I'm looking for is the height. It looks like it might be 20 inches. Well, doesn't matter. They're adorable. And there they are again. So that was one book, and I just heard a ding. Who's out there? Hey, Jean. Hi. Thanks for joining. Jean says, I'm cutting the binding for my optical illusion, which I love. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Can we show a picture? And can we show a picture of your Dresden plates quilt too? You're amazing. Here is the other book. It's a Dear Hannah, and it's in the style of Jane Stickle. And all I can tell you, you're going to keep me to my word. I am not doing this. Famous last words. I have to finish my Dear Jane. But that said, there are some cute little blocks in here if I ever needed one or two. Like this one, I think, is actually quite cute. Looks like I was going to say a coxcomb, but then I didn't want to get Kathleen all in a tither. I hope you're laughing, Kathleen. Oh, these are neat. Some of these, a little bit abstract applique. Oh, Jean, you're the best. So check this out, everyone. Oh. Here is a quilt that Jean made for a customer. It's made from those Dresden plate that there were 5 generations involved. So someone's great-grandmother made these. Jean put them on the quilt and she made the pillows. And she made that, she put them all together on the quilt. So she actually hand appliqued them on the white Kona. Then she put it together in this grid. I quilted it, and then Jean went back and did all of the binding, etc. And she delivered it. Ah. Oh, Jean says she dropped it off today. Oh, and she cried. Oh, that's happy tears for sure. Oh, congratulations. That's what we do this for. I love that. Check this out. I have a picture of your illusions. Is this going to be blasphemy because we're doing it too soon? I'm going to wait and hear from you. Okay. So dear Hannah, I'm excited. Thank you, Becca. Let's pull out our Raggedy Ann pattern. I need to get moving on her dress. This is pretty. I think I might do, what am I going to do her dress in? I think that's different and might appeal to a younger audience. Ah! Okay, Jean, thank you. Check this out. So you want a challenge? Oh, I'm sorry it's so small. That is an optical illusion quilt. Jean Birchman made it, and she made it using, I think it's a 15-degree ruler. Is that right? What's 360 divided by 15? Too many to count. But that is stunning. Everything matches up, and it's about, and I should know this exactly, 50 by 50, I think. And that's going to go on her wall at her new home. So, welcome, Gina Rooney. I'm psyched. Okay, I may have to do some more of this pattern restoration, or let's see. Okay, waist front. Look at that, I pinned it. That's her dress. And then crown. No, that's for the boy. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Shirt collar. Here we go. Apron. There's the apron for the 15-incher. I made the smallest one of these patterns. It comes with 3 different sizes, 15, 20, and possibly 25. Let's see. Yep, 15, 20, and 25. 4, 7. McCall's pattern. Okay, so let's put that back in here. And pull out our Kona. No, let's pull this out. This will be fun to do. How are we doing here? Let's do, I'm going to iron it. I'm not going to starch it yet. Well, I wonder if I should. No, I'm not going to starch it yet. I'm just going to pin my pattern pieces on and cut out my pattern pieces. So you know these lines, that follows the grain of the fabric, which is this way. We want 2 of those. Seems so unprecise, just pinning a little thin pattern on this. Okay, and the waist back. Oh, I'm going to get this going the same way. So the top and the top. Just in case there's any nap to it. I doubt there is, but. Okay. And then the sleeve. I'm definitely going to preserve this pattern. I'm going to put some fabric. Fusible interfacing on it. Okay. Oh, whoops, I forgot. Goes on a center pleat. Okay, so we'll put that down the other way. Ah, brother. I know you can't see this. Let me pull this back. Okay, let's do this here and that there. Okay. There. Now our skirt, which also goes on the fold, doesn't it? Okay. So for that, I'm going down here to the fold. There we go. There's that. There's this. This is a nail. It's a little nail I had in there. That is, I thought that was an awfully thick pin. Oops. I love to see what you're all working on. I hope you're having a nice Friday or Saturday down under. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Allie. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Linda. Hi, Eileen. Oh, I'm thinking of you all in California. Oh, those fires look awful. I've been talking, I have a coworker who's been out in Sacramento, and she said the air quality is not good. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay. Now, so that's good. I don't know where my scissors are, so we're just going to leave that for now. And while we're at it, and we have a little more time left, I'm going to take out my white Kona and pin this on it, the apron. And then I'll check the email, and then we probably will be at 60 minutes. It's amazing. Christine, if you're out there, I hope you're feeling better. That was so cool to have a challenge last weekend to finish the dancing squares. Okay, so this has to go on a center fold as well. So, oh, and it's confirmed my niece Alexa is going to be joining us in Missouri from Alaska. Her flight is booked, and I couldn't be more excited. Although I bet my sister might be even a little more excited, but maybe not. I'm pretty darn excited to see her. Okay, so there is the apron. Hopefully it's going the right way. It doesn't even say. Shoulder strap goes that way. Hey, hey, hey. KB says it's finally time to start quilting. Oh, have you been doing chores? You silly goose. Oh, she's going to send us a picture. Good, good, good. Oh, KB, we love it. Look at this. Oh, I can't wait to see that come alive. So my sister has gotten into basically fabric painting or painting with fabric. And she used a Vineyard Colors photograph as her inspiration. And now she's going to quilt that. And I can only imagine the rigging that you're going to do. I love it, KB. Keep sending us updates. Wow. Okay, this is the tie. We need 2 of these. Let's put this right down here. Oh, here's the waistband. This goes on the fold too. I wondered where that was. If you haven't made a Raggedy Ann, definitely put it on your list. And stuff the heck out of it. Okay, and this, oops, got it going the wrong way. Okay. So I'm so glad everyone could join me. I hope that you've been able to unwind or do something that you enjoyed, made progress on a project. Because remember, we only go around this earth once, and we might as well make it the most enjoyable, most fruitful, most not wasted time here on earth. But also not doing things that you don't want to do and helping other people. I had a long conversation just tonight with my friend Mary Ann about how we're all in this together, and anything we can do at our local level just to help each other, get to know each other is all good. So get out there and commune with your neighbors, even if it's over a shovel. We have a lot to be thankful for, and or I hope we do. I know I do. And look at that. I'm thankful for Raggedy Ann's apron. I think on that note, let me make sure I haven't missed anyone. I'm sorry it really wasn't that exciting a FiberCast, but we got things done. We made some strips. You saw the Dancing Stars quilt. And let me just make sure. Hey! Oh, good. Carol sends us her latest quilt top. She says, here's my latest quilt top. Still loving the colors. Ooh, I'm downloading it now. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, look at that. Oh, Carol, that's great. See, the fabric does amazing things. Just the fabric alone. I love those birds. Oh, thank you for sending that. I love it. And Lisa B, hello. Lisa says, hi, Lynn. I'm sitting in the quilt room watching and listening to you while I get some Christmas crafts done. I'm praying I get done before Christmas. LOL, she says. I need another 5 months the way my list keeps growing. I hear you. She says, you know how it is. You see something new and I have to make that. I need to stop that, she says. No. That's the joy. She says, here are some stocking holders I'm making all my kids for their houses and families. By the way, I would love, and I mean love, to go to the retreat in January. But it's my 36th anniversary and I can't leave poor man alone behind. Oh, I hear you. You know, they have They have a man's area with loungers and a big TV. If you could encourage him to come with you, that would be really fun. But I completely understand, and there are many retreats, and we're going to go again or pick another retreat another week. Oh, how fun. Oh, I cannot wait to share this. I can't. Oh, maybe next time for sure. Well, back to crafting and hopefully back to my jelly roll rug and quilts. Happy quilting and crafting, everyone. Oh, look at your space. Oh, I love your studio. Oh, this is inspiring. I'm downloading here. Oh, isn't that cute? What are you making? Oh, stocking holders. That is so cute. Their noses are hanging the stockings. Oh, and look at those glasses. Wow. Oh, those are wonderful. Are you painting these or cutting them out? I'm so curious. Thank you for joining us and for sending these. Lisa B. Wow. What a great way to end FiberCast. Thank you, everyone, for sending in your pictures and sharing what you're working on. I'm glad you were able to join me. I encourage everyone to go out and do what you like to do, what you love to do this weekend. Be thankful, be kind, and I'll see you here next Friday night, inspired by what Lisa's doing, and we'll do something Christmassy. Bye, everyone. Need to find the goodbye button. Bye.